Hey guys, it is Tim and James with Tabletop Terrors, and today we're going to do our first product review on the channel, and it is going to be for Wyrmwood quality gaming supplies. So, stay tuned. I said stay tuned because I keep saying the Braveheart line, I'll crush you like a worm. Like a Wyrmwood. These boxes belie the beautiful things that are within them.
So we're going to start with the Dice Vault.
No, we're going to start with an energy drink.
We're going to start with the energy drink. It's in this. Wyrmwood sent us these. They didn't. Oh,
that's actually a really good point. These were sent to us complimentarily.
Nope.
Complimentary.
Oh, I guess you said it, just like a weirdo.
Wyrmwood sent us these for free to review them. And we want to disclose that at the beginning of the video. These were, I was going to say persona non grata. That's not it. Gratis. These
are other Latin phrases?
These are other Latin phrases that means send to reviewers to talk about.
So there are 3 items here. I would say there's sort of 2, basically. There is the Dice Vault, and then there is a Dicetower. So we're going to do the Dice Vault first because it doesn't require assembly.
Sure. We're going to try to put together these products on camera, and we're not the most adept fellers.
So this is the Wyrmwood Dice Vault. I don't know. Basically, if it's about here, it should be in focus. And it's cool because it holds your dice. It opens up. There's a specific type of wood called wenge.
Yes.
That they use. All of the ones they sent us are wenge.
Particularly wood. The wenge. They have 16 types of wood on their website that you are able to get. But they sent I love the shade of this wood that they sent us. It's a really rich, dark wood. Looks really cool.
They have some lighter ones and a lot of different kinds of wood with different patterns and stuff, and plenty of choices, but this is certainly my favorite.
So, this Dice Vault...
There's a little foam in here. It's probably hard to see. There's a foam insert. I put my dice
there
in there. All set. No, when Tim and I were kind of playing with this at first, he made a really good point, and in fact, you said something specific. How do you close this, Tim?
Like a sandwich.
You gotta really you gotta really make a sandwich.
I'm about to take a bite out of this Dicetower. So, nope. Dice Vault. And if you're like any... See, I don't squeeze my hamburgers because that makes all the good juice not go in my mouth. Instead, but sandwiches, you want to get so you go.
You close it. There's a little bit of foam in there, and it closes really nicely so that your dice don't really rattle around. I mean, no rattling at all.
Satisfactory. It's a good feeling.
No. Satisfying. Satisfactory implies that they just barely beat out mediocre.
Oh, yeah. It's a satisfying feeling when you go.
Because at first I was like, oh, wow, these don't fit in here. But you just mash it a little bit. It has magnets in it, and it holds it all together. And it's really good because I was afraid they'd bounce around, but they don't.
No, they don't.
So while you play with that. Okay, what? So while you play with that, I'm going to open the
Sure.
Dicetower and tray here.
Now, it comes with a card that tells you exactly where the wood comes from, which is really cool. And there's a lot of words on here that I'm going to mispronounce, which is awesome. I've already been batting 1,000 on that. James thought it would be a good idea to put this together live. I thought that was a terrible idea. It's not that it's difficult, it's that I know your brain is going to be thinking about that.
We played with it for a little while before, and before I realized that there were very simple sort of instructions because there are numbers on the inside of this that make it very clear. The other thing is these have magnets.
Which is cool. This is really neat because...
I was afraid that these did not come apart, and they do. They're just really magnetized. So.
The magnets are built super snug right into the wood, and I don't know the exact process they use, but... It's very, very seamless. The craftsmanship is very evident. Like, it's just solid.
But basically, really this is a Dicetower, or will be eventually, and...
Well, I'm thinking while you put it together, I can give them a little more insight.
Okay,
I've got the Wyrmwood website pulled up, and I've got this cool card that comes inside the box.
Just real quick, I wanted to mention, I'm going to be able to put this together so easily because there are numbers on these that literally just correspond exactly to numbers on here.
Right, so a number 2 matches a number 2, a number 3 matches a number 3.
And there are 5 numbers. So you go ahead and tell them about South Africa.
Well, I was just going to say, this is the wood, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of this stuff correctly, but I'm going to do my best. It is wenge, W-E-N-G-E. And then there's a cool Latin phrase under it. And it looks like it says, Militia Laurenti. Now, for any of you who really know Latin, please correct me. It's M-I-L-L-E-T-T-I-A L-A-U-R-E-N-T-I-I. Militia Laurenti. That's actually my Patronus. My Patronus is a dice tower.
It was loud. But satisfyingly loud.
It is. It got... when they snap together... and the best sound, though... we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to that, but yeah.
When you roll a die in here, it just sounds like you're hitting the jackpot.
I call it the thunder clatter. No,
it's so good. Thunder clatter. So here we go. Hailing from there, like I said...
This table has kind of a weird...
It does, so we're like, that is not the craftsmanship of this. It's the craftsmanship of this $35 Walmart table.
$40 table.
It's $45. I was shooting low. Hailing from Central Africa, this dark, grainy wood is strong, hard, dense, and stable. While it does not possess the pure black of Gabon ebony, Wenge is nonetheless among the darkest natural woods to be found anywhere. Exotic and striking, it is very popular in decorative usage for its unique, wild look and distinctive character.
So I've heard of a lot... Oh, Central Africa. I said South Africa earlier. It's from Central Africa. I've heard of a few different kinds of wood. Pine and oak, and there are some others. I've never heard of Wenge, but it's really cool. It's a very cool, seemingly naturally dark wood. I don't know that it was stained or anything. Based on what they're saying, it's just a really dark wood.
It's very... it's got a really nice touch. It's very it's got a nice,
smooth.
soft, smooth, tactile feel to it. It's really cool. One of the things that kind of popped up in my mind was, all right, what kind of care does this thing need? And so I looked on their website, and it's very, very basic stuff. Do you need to do anything to take care of this, and do you need to store it in a certain place or whatever? They basically say just use common sense. Yeah. The analogy they use on the website says, if you leave it in the bathroom with a hot shower running for 3 days, which is pretty extreme. Actually, if you have a water heater that will put out hot water for 3 days... then I envy you.
Then you've got enough money to buy enough Wyrmwood Dicetowers to keep replacing them.
That's fine. But basically they just said, essentially, keep it in a reasonably cool, dry place, and it should be fine. It doesn't need any other
I'm sure if you keep it where you keep your RPG books, it'll be fine.
Right, as long as you don't keep them in the garage or in the 3-shower-day bathroom.
Exactly.
Then you're good.
So let's roll some dice in this baby. So we're going to open this dice
vault
back up.
That's my favorite sound. The sound that this tower makes. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You want to build up to the D20?
Sure.
Nobody cares. I care. It's fun to me. So this is what a D4 sounds like in here. This is where everybody clicks. This is the YouTube bounce rate spike chart.
You got a 1.
I got a 1. I'm going to do the D20 because that's the one that sounds like you getting punched in the face by a goon. A dice goon. Oh, that sounds so good.
You rolled another 1.
I did roll 2 ones in a row. I got to try now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You rolled a D12, and that was a 1 as well. You want to just pour
the
rest in there?
I want to just take a picture of this so people know we're not lying. I just rolled 3 ones in a row. Oh, man. No, I'm going to get all my bad rolls out here, and then we're going to play the lotto.
5. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good enough for me.
Dump the rest in.
Oh, I love dumping them all in there.
Do you hear that?
Really satisfying sound.
It's like a mech walking.
So the other thing, the one thing I want to bring up maybe is that these are what I would consider luxury items, and they say that on their website.
Sure.
These are for people that really want a dice tower or really want a dice vault, a place to keep their dice that is beautiful and, well hewn, and they can take it anywhere and people are going to ask questions.
You having a good time?
Yeah, it's kind of like blocks, playing blocks. I'm sure that they have a picture on their website of a very simple way to do this, but I did not look at that. I wanted to wage my own war.
Yeah?
Yeah, there we go.
What's my favorite thing about all of this?
Tell me. That's probably very difficult to see.
No, we're going to insert a bunch of B-roll.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're going to insert B-roll.
But Tim is showing you the very cool Tabletop Terrors logo engraved in the side.
Let's talk about the 3 things that would play a part in whether I would buy it or not. The look, the feel, and the quality. So as far as the look of this thing, what do you say, yay or nay?
I say yay, especially this particular color. I'm really a big fan of. But in general, if you like a different color or if you get a different... I say color, but it's obviously a style of wood. But this is just some of the darker tones I'm a bigger fan of. But in general, it's really solid. They're really hefty. I'm getting into feel now. That's my bad. But in general, it just looks really nice, and it's good. It's nice to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, even as far as the leather like belt with the cool button on it is like, no, if I had this on a table, somebody would say, what is that? And I would love to tell them about it. So
Exactly.
overall, the look is beautiful.
No, for sure. And I think, we talked about in the past, like when we do reviews, because we've never really done one, doing something like the review monster, where it's like, do these things stand up to, us being the review monster? Like,
maybe it's a consumer.
The consumer is like,
consumer
can
is
you
the
stand
monster.
up to the... Right. It's like, and to me...
You made that sound like 7 times so far. 8.
Cookie good, Napster bad.
So to me, I also think the look looks good. Some high-end wood products, it's unfortunate, they don't look good according to how much they cost. It doesn't correlate perfectly. So the look for me also gets a yay. What about the feel?
The feel, absolutely great. The Dice Vault itself, like I said, is just in general, it's very smooth, feels good, it snaps together really well. Like, it's just overall very satisfying the way everything fits together. The way it's, like I was saying earlier, it's very thick pieces of wood. It's very hefty. It just feels good to sit on your table and like rolling the dice. It's just satisfying.
Sure.
Overall satisfying feel.
I agree with that. Very, very smooth. I don't want to put it down, so I say also the feel beats the review monster. So this round goes to the product on the feel. It's also not too heavy to where I feel like I don't want to bring this anywhere, but it's not
you can
chintzy.
still put it in your bag. Exactly.
Right. It doesn't feel too lightweight, which some high-end wood products feel a little like, oh, this is hollow. This has just some good heft to it, and I like that.
And then the quality overall. Okay. Just in general, it seems like really good quality. We haven't had this very long, but we will begin using it. But overall, it's very thick, solid wood. Nothing about it feels flimsy. I feel like this will last a very long time.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
If not, my whole life, as long as I don't drop it in a river.
Right, which happens all the time. You drop your whole life in a river. I agree with that. Even down to the small details of this leather strap. I mean, this is just solid stuff. So as far as the quality goes, it's worth the price. I think that this is the kind of thing that I would want to receive. Not going to try it. These are the kind of things that I would want to receive as a gift, as a gamer. So I think that the quality beats the review monster. So the review monster has been slain. The overall verdict is yay, Wyrmwood.
Yay.
Yay,
Wyrmwood.
So wyrmwoodgaming.com. They beat the review monster. Yay. So thank you, Wyrmwood, for sending this to us. Go check them out. Use the code ABTAB in checkout, and hopefully that'll be up and running by the time you do it. And until next time, may your dice roll high.